Hello all. So much going on around the world, and so little going on. Here in San Francisco, we have 26 cases of the COVID-19 virus. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. We're going to go over and talk about the environment and what's going on with the planet Earth. We're still heating up, regardless of what you hear on the news. Second warmest February on record. Second warmest December on record. Warmest January on record. Second warmest February on record. Records extend back to 1880. Findings by NOAA. December to February global temperatures, according to NOAA, were 1.12 C above 20th century average. Let's look at the what they're talking about here. Let's go ahead and look at the map. Let's look at major departures from average. For example, in Helsinki, the first time January to February period has seen no snow whatsoever. No snow. Meteorological Organization has reported global temperatures saw 1.9 C above the mid-1880s. So there is some variability on the thinking of what the global temperature really is. 1.1, 1.9. If it's at 1.9, we really are screwed if it's really that hot on average, because that doesn't give us enough time to stop things at 1.5 C. So it looks like we're going to have to go to the 2 C mark, and that's too hot. That's too much. That would be too uncomfortable. Too many diseases, too many failed crops. We have to stop at 1.5 C. But you think that's bad. Wait till you see what our great leaders are doing to combat this horrible problem of climate change. Trump plans to bail out the oil industry. Trump has announced a massive federal purchase for the U.S. nation's strategic petroleum reserve. Total cost of the purchase, $2.6 billion. Now he says that he's buying the oil at suppressed prices so that we can get a deal on oil, even though it's killing the planet. This $2.6 billion will come from public funds. The U.S. subsidies to the fossil fuel industry is $20 billion per year. But apparently that isn't enough. 20% of the subsidies go to coal, 80% go to oil and gas. A bailout for the shale companies. So the shale oil boom has never really been a boom. It's always been a bust. It's never made a profit, really. They cheat the banks and the loan companies. These stupid companies think that there's all this money to be made from oil shale, when there isn't. So the orange man, of course, is going to bail them out. Now, we're in a serious time, a crisis, a world crisis. When people are suffering, they can't go to work, they can't shop, can't do anything, and we're going to bail out the oil and fracking industry instead of bailing out the people of the U.S. Now, the Democrats have proposed a bailout of $6,000 per person in the U.S. of those that are working. Now, that would be quite a bailout, but the Republicans will have none of it. They only save the big corporations that put money in their pockets. Don't you see it's all a big scam? Always has been. The fracking industry has always been a scam. Now Saudi Arabia is going to start scamming us with their horrible fracking oil that they're going to be pumping. This is terrible, people. We do not need to give subsidies or gifts to the oil and gas and fracking companies, and especially coal. Why are we giving a single penny to the coal industry? You know, companies come and go. That's called free market, and apparently the Republicans only like free market when it's on their side. When it's not on their side, it's times for subsidies and bailouts from the people's funding. In other words, the taxes that the people pay is going to go for the big corporations, the wealthiest among us, the 1%. Do you think anybody really cares? It doesn't seem like it. So I have to. I'm going to try and go down and get supplies. They say that that San Francisco is completely out of toilet paper and many food items. Fortunately, people in this group know how to prep and know how to get through times like this. You have to pay attention. For those that don't pay any attention, they're the ones that are going to lose. Oh well. Natural Progressive, her channel, and others are being suppressed like mine. They're taking away views and they're taking away subscribers, especially to my channel. I haven't gotten past 810 for almost a year now. It's been just stuck at 800. It goes up and down, up and down. Nobody ever subscribes, and a lot of the times I'll have thumbs ups when there's no count at all. It says there's no views. Yeah. You could say that Google can't stand the alternatives. It's up to you people. If you want alternatives, you go to their channel. You comment and you give them ups and downs. You support the channels, the small independent channels. I definitely appreciate the ups and downs and the new subscribers. And until next time.